Have you ever felt alone? Not because the streets were empty, but because the people you once called your own became strangers in a single day. Have you ever wondered why life sometimes takes everything away, leaving your hands empty and your heart heavy? Sometimes the universe clears the stage not to leave you in the dark, but to show you the light you carry within yourself. Before we continue, take a deep breath and let this story remind you of your own power. Once, in a town where the hills touched the clouds, lived a young woman named Zoya. She was the daughter of a master potter. Her father was a man of peace who taught her that life, like clay, can be shaped into anything if your hands are steady and your heart is patient. They lived in a house filled with the smell of wet earth and the sound of the spinning wheel. But one stormy night, the wheel stopped. Zoya's father passed away, leaving behind a silence that felt louder than any thunder. As the rain washed away the footprints of the funeral guests, Zoya's world shifted. Her relatives, who had always smiled at her father's table, now looked at her with cold, greedy eyes. "You were just a girl," they said. "You cannot manage this land or this business." Within weeks, they took the house, the workshop, and the savings her father had hidden away. They left her with nothing but a small leaky shed at the edge of the forest and a bag of raw gray clay. Zoya tried to reach out to her friends. She knocked on doors where she had once been a guest of honor, but the doors stayed closed. People spoke to her through half-opened windows with voices as cold as ice. "We are busy," they said. "Times are hard." Zoya realized that when your pockets are empty, the world often forgets your name. She sat in her small shed, watching the rain leak through the roof. She felt like a broken piece of pottery, useless and discarded. "I am truly alone," she whispered. "I have nothing left to give." The next morning, while walking by a stream, she saw an old man sitting on a stone. He was carving a piece of wood into a flute. He looked at Zoya's tired face and said, "A seed must be buried in complete darkness and covered with dirt before it can turn into a tree. Perhaps you are not buried, Zoya. Perhaps you are planted." Zoya looked at her hands. They were stained with the gray clay she had brought from her old home. She went back to her shed, and for the first time since her father's death, she sat on the floor and began to work. She didn't have a wheel, so she shaped the clay with her fingers. She made small lamps. Her hands bled from the rough earth, and many nights she went to sleep hungry, but she kept saying to herself, "I still have my breath. I still have my skill. I still have this moment." One evening, a merchant lost his way in the forest. He saw a tiny, steady light coming from Zoya's shed. When he entered, he saw hundreds of small clay lamps, each carved with beautiful, intricate patterns of leaves and stars. He had never seen work so honest and pure. He bought them all and asked for more. Slowly, the silence of the forest was replaced by the sound of work. Travelers began to stop by. Villagers who had ignored her now came to buy her art. Zoya didn't rush. She worked with the same patience her father had taught her. She fixed her roof, planted a garden, and built a new life, piece by piece. Years later, her relatives came to her door. They were tired and had lost the wealth they had stolen. They expected anger, but Zoya offered them water in clay cups she had made herself. "The fire that was meant to burn me only made me stronger," she said calmly. "I lost a house, but I found a home inside myself." Zoya sat under the stars that night, listening to the wind. She was no longer afraid of the dark or the silence. She had learned that when everyone walks away, you finally have the space to grow. When everything is taken, your character is the only thing that remains. Silence builds what noise cannot, and patience turns a broken heart into a masterpiece.